INAudio presents The Teutonic Knights, A Military History by William Urban. Read for you by Brian Troxell. 1. The Military Orders. Missionaries and Armed Missions. The medieval Roman Catholic Church was often of two minds about the use of force to carry out its various missions in secular society. Firstly, one must forgive the sinner, without forgetting the need to protect those who are sinned against. Therefore, to forgive the repentant robber is one thing, to ignore robbery is another. Similarly, it was important to enjoin priests from taking up weapons and to encourage believers to resolve their personal disputes peacefully. But it was also necessary to support those secular rulers who were responsible for protecting the priests and their congregations from outside attack and domestic violence. No one can pretend that medieval society was peaceful, or that piety equaled pacifism. Yet monasteries and nunneries provided secure moral and physical refuge from the turmoil of daily politics, and most Roman Catholics who approved of using force in defending the realm and in arresting criminals were aware of the New Testament injunctions against killing and violence. This stood in sharp contrast to the blatant worship of strength and cunning that was central to Scandinavian paganism. The Viking sagas gloried in their heroes' deeds in ways that Western epic poetry could hardly match. Yet even the most valiant Vikings came to understand, through stories such as the Njal saga, that paganism was no foundation for a proper society. There had to be some underpinning for government other than rule by the strongest. For the most part, it was missionaries who persuaded the regional strongmen in Scandinavia that for the good of their people and their own survival, they had to end the ancient way of life based on plunder and war. That is, before anything else, they had to become Christians. Once these newly baptized strongmen made themselves kings of Norway, Denmark, and Sweden, they had clerical advice on how to collect taxes, enlist other powerful lords to serve them and enforce their edicts, and erect the foundations of a state government. Surprisingly quickly, this brought an end to the Viking reign of terror across northern Europe. To a lesser degree, or a greater, depending on one's point of view, the Western military response to the Northmen's raids aided in this conversion process. The development of feudal institutions created a warrior class in northwestern Europe that was better trained and equipped than Vikings were, with peasants who provided them with the means of buying weapons and horses, building castles, and supplying garrisons. Also,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?